In this video, we are going to study some basics about matrices. I am Dr. Sister Smita Rose. I am going to take the complementary paper 1 for you for the semester. So, what is a matrix? Matrix is an array of objects. The objects can be anything. It can be numbers, it can be alphabets, it can be vehicles or anything. If you have visited some parking area, you can see vehicles are parked in arrays. If you pack something in a cardboard box, we will pack things in an array so that to get the maximum space utility. Likewise, if you in your kitchen, if you have a vessel stand, in that stand we will arrange the vessels in an array. So in an array there will be rows and there will be columns. So first row, first column, like that, positions are important. So matrix is a mathematical concept where objects, or in mathematically numbers, are arranged in arrays. So we will move on to the order of a matrix. Order of a matrix means if we say a matrix A is of m by n order, then m denotes the number of rows and n denotes the number of columns. Next, we will come on to the general form of a matrix. We know all these things, but still we are brushing up all the basics so that we can move on to the second module first. So general form of a matrix means here we have A11, A12, etc. A19. So first row. So in green, the first row, the position is denoted by 1. Then the rows are denoted by red color. So if we are taking a particular element A22, then it is in second row, second column. If I am taking A3n, then that particular position is in third row, nth column. Okay, so the position, using this general form of a matrix, the positions can be defined easily. So that is the only thing. Otherwise, we can say that we are giving some names to the positions of the array so that we can manipulate the matrix mathematically. Okay, so nothing to worry with. We have all the rows and all the columns. The rows are in green color, columns are in red color. First position we will say row. So A11 means first row, first column. A32 means third row, second column, like that. Okay. Now, basics again, adding and subtracting matrices. Only one thing we have to keep in mind. We can only add and subtract matrices with same order. So here we have matrix A, matrix B. So A plus B will be equal to D. So what we are doing here, the first row, first place, here it is 5. Here it is 6. 5 plus 6 is 11. Then like that, each place we will add. So third row, third column, 8. Third row, third column in B, it is 4. 8 plus 4 is 12 here. Like that we will. So you can check everything is correct or not. Next we move on to another concept of matrices, that is the transpose of a matrix. It is very easy. If we are given with a matrix, just interchange the rows and columns and then we will get the transpose of a matrix. So here in this general form, here A11 etc. AM1 was a column. Here it is what? Here it is a row. Here this was a row and here it is a column, like that. Some examples are given here. A homework is given here. Write the transpose of A if A is equal to 532, 319, 1138. So when we are reading a matrix, we read by row wise. First we will read first row, then we will read second row, then third row, like that. Now we will come to another basic, that is matrix multiplication. So how we can multiply two matrices? So there is a condition on the order of the matrix to carry out matrix multiplication. If a matrix A has to be multiplied by matrix B, then number of columns of A should be equal to number of columns of B. So if we have a matrix A of order P by Q and matrix B of order M by N, then Q should be equal to M. Here we look M by N matrix and N by K matrix. So N and N are same. So the product defined will be an M by K matrix. Product defined will be an M by K matrix. Here product will be defined will be P by N matrix. Okay. So we will do some examples. So if it is we have two matrices, 2 by 4 matrix and 4 by 3 matrix. So here number of columns is 4, here number of rows is 4, so same, so we can multiply, we will get a 2 by 3 matrix here. Then how we are multiplying? Take the first row and first column and multiply the corresponding elements, then add all those products. So A11 into B11 plus A12 into B21 plus A13 into B31 plus A14 into B41. So the total sum will be C11. Okay. If we have to write the position at C22, we will take the second row from A and second column from B. Then we will get A21 B12, A22 into B22 plus A23 into B32 plus A24 into B42. Likewise, we will get C22. So it is easy, and you know, but you have to fresh up with all those things by doing some homeworks. Now we are multiplying two matrices. Now matrix multiplication is not commutative. What is meant by commutative? If AB is equal to BA, then we can say it is commutative. But here, if this is A and this is B, two matrices I am multiplying, AB is equal to this matrix, BA is equal to another matrix, not equal. So matrix multiplication is not commutative. Then one more example I have given here of matrix multiplication. Just you can verify how things are being done. Now we move on to determinant of a matrix. Only square matrices possess determinants. You have to be very careful about that. Only square matrices possess determinant. So if we start from 1 by 1 matrix, nothing to find. That element itself is the determinant. If we go to 2 by 2 matrix, if it is a matrix A, B, C, D, then the determinant will be AD minus BC. So here 8 into minus 3 minus 7 into 15 minus 24 minus 105. So find the determinant. If you are given a 3 by 3 matrix, then how you will find the determinant? So first you take the first A11 position, then delete that row and that column, then we will get a 2 by 2 matrix here, then take the determinant of this matrix, that is A into determinant of EF HI minus B into delete the column and row containing B, then we will get a small minor matrix, then find the determinant plus C into DE GH. Okay, then we will do some mathematic manipulation and we will get the determinant of a 3 by 3 matrix. Now we also already have studied that if a matrix has determinant 0, that matrix is called a singular matrix. If a matrix has non-zero determinant, that matrix is called a non-singular matrix. Then I am just having some history about matrices. Matrices, the term came in 1850 by Sylvester. The main origin came with the system of simultaneous linear equation that we will study in this semester. Then you just read over what it is written here, the Chinese origin and all. Okay. Now applications are there. So much applications we have in engineering. Nowadays we are so much familiar about forensic sciences in the crime branch and all. So it has application in forensic also, and more application levels is attached in this video. This is a video I have downloaded from YouTube. The link I have given, so you can go through the video using the link. Okay, thank you for watching.